All right, guys, we're about to kick off Robin's tool reviews of the week. See what cool new Gen AI tools Robin's found for us today.
Okay, so this week I just created a kind of heads up for all the tools. So you got one reference source to go back to. Just very quickly, thought about Jordan when I saw this tool this week. This is Slido, really fast, interactive way of being able to quickly host and share live polls, Q&As, quizzes, and word clouds from the front of the stage when you're presenting in conferences, as well as during Teams and other calls. So it's really good. You can create polls and questions and answer sessions on the fly. You can invite people with a link and a password, or you can invite people straight away with the QR code and they can just scan it on the phone and dive in. Lot of interactivity. Create your own quizzes. You can take questions from the audience, those people who log in, and there's a full analytics system behind it with graphs and charts. So if you're running a multi-day event, you can also split this up by room as well. So you can run this against individual rooms and areas of your event. So that looks hot. Moving on, we talked the last couple of weeks about all the different models that are coming out. It seems to be a never-ending number every week. So I just came across a couple of tools that I wanted to share with you guys on comparing what the models do in terms of the outputs. This one's a fixed format. There's 6 categories over here on the left, and there's 200 different scenarios within the 6 categories. And basically, you can choose which model you want to check the output on, and it will automatically change based on the highlighted prompt. You can change the temperature as well to see how that would affect the output. And you can also add more cards underneath, so you can get, I think it's about 8 or 12 at the same time running. So that's nice. Then I thought to myself, well, what if I want to input my own prompts and see how the different models behave? The only one that I've found so far that's pretty fluid in a similar fashion is via Vercel.ai, which is the on-demand infrastructure company. I think they use this as a kind of calculator front end type tool to attract people in. You need credits, which is relatively low cost for some of the pro ones like Claude, but some of the more generic ones, like Google Metalama models are free. So I typed in at the bottom once, when was the Eiffel Tower constructed? And then it pops up the answer side by side. So you can have a play around with that one. Moving on, in my quest to find a tool that I can copy paste information from anywhere where I'm roaming online and bring that into one central location and then apply AI against that to run certain scenarios to produce certain content, I've came across Sana AI, which is being badged as an ADHD friendly AI note taking app. But actually, if you go down a couple of levels, there's a lot more to this product than meets the eye. So, for example, just go to this one. Yeah, for example, anything that I've copy pasted from different websites automatically gets tagged by AI and pulled into a central location. And then they're stored as separate notes, and I can retitle the notes. So then many months later, when I'm recalling the conversation I had with John, I can actually run a query and just say, give me relevant notes that are associated with John, and it will query using AI against any notes that I've got that reference John. Obviously, you can do this with any topic. I can copy paste the outputs into a new note and create content on the fly. And then I can use different AI models against that new note to expand out that content. So it's a real multi-layered way using many different models of creating content based on what you captured. So Sana AI is a lot more to it than that, but that kind of core flow is something that looks attractive. Okay, this is probably the tool of the week. I've been playing around with this for a few hours. This is Jeddah.ai, and this is a whiteboard canvas, of which there are many like Mira, that you can create different visual effects, flowcharts, mind maps, and many others. And you can run AI using different models against those diagrams and images and expand and flesh out those diagrams and images. Or alternatively, you can just import a document and say, produce a SWOT analysis based on this document, and it will spit out the result. So I'm just going to flick over to this screen. Here's one I made earlier just to show you. All I did was I used the AI tool up here. This is the generic one. It's got tons of different models already embedded in it, which you can see here. Tons. I think there's over 350 overall. So I selected for this one in strategic planning, I selected SWOT analysis. I wanted to do the comparative SWOT analysis, filled in the sections, didn't have any advanced features, used GPT-4o, click generate, and 30 seconds later, this is what came out. All of this is fully editable and it is live. You can resize your canvas. And then on this particular use case, I drew a rectangle around the top of the thread, and the AI button pops again. And then I said, show me the threats here. And it actually produced a detailed analysis using my preferred format, which was for the threats. And then I wasn't happy. I wanted to drill down further. I highlighted economic downturn and said, show me a text detailed analysis for the UK using a prompt. Change the model to Claude 3.5. And then this is the text that it produced. And then I just added a little sticker on there against inflation rates for fun. You can add sticker, icons, badges, everything to this. You can save it as a screenshot. And you can rework it, save it as a workspace. You can use this collaboratively and invite other people in as you're presenting to co-create. It's a really powerful tool. Only just scratched the surface, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Conscious time, just to move on. Sabrina Ramanoff has taken Claude 3.5 and artifacts a stage further. She created a $10,000 app for $2 in less than 2 hours. Have a watch of that video. It's really cool. The key tool that she used to push things through was cursor.com, which is a super intelligent code editor, and that can take care of your environment and missing sections and frameworks within your environment. Next one's a really nice tool. Some people over the last couple of weeks on this call have mentioned about clients and billing client. And as we all know, one of the challenges there is actually creating the scope of work in the first place. Here, you can take your current documents and templates or very quickly create them from text. You can upload it and create a number of services that your business or organization offers. You can associate pricing with those. And then as you engage with your clients, it creates a portal for the client to go in and sign up. So far, so good. There's tons of other tools that do this. But where this one goes even further is that as you're working with the clients or the business and things change, as they always do, you can use this tool to do change management and scope creep to be able to upsell other services or upsell your time, and it will automatically control that and take care of that. So Scopy is looking to be a really smart tool to take care of the life cycle and make sure that you've got a contract underpinning the services that you offer. Last
I
one on
love
this
that one.
quick.
Sorry, I just had to say that one's awesome.
Yeah, same.
Last one, I'm only sharing this, guys. It's a social media content creation platform that's got a built-in calendar, publisher, scheduler. It does more than that. But what I really loved about this, look at the graphics and the image style. It's so cool. Really good. And this company it's really clear, comic book style, going to appeal to Gen X and boomers, really clear. The guy carries this through onto his YouTube channel as well and all his social media. And I just thought it was a good example of designing for a target audience. So I wanted to share that as well. That's it for this week.
Thank you, Robin. That was fantastic.
Thank you so
Well,
much,
really
Robin,
was-
for putting that together.
No problem. No problem. Really would take a look and a play with Jeddah.ai. It's really powerful. Thanks,
Looks like
guys.
it.
Thanks for listening.